So, do you remember Occupy Wall Street? And I'm guessing you've probably heard of Fox News. Well, I aired a TV ad for Occupy Wall Street on Fox News. Over 300 people crowdfunded $20,000 to put a 30-second video directly from Zuccotti Park into the homes of viewers of The O'Reilly Factor. This was actually one of dozens of experiments we ran. People crowd promoting their messages to national television, as well as billboards across the United States, even a few here in Times Square. Overall, our platform reached over 34 million people with crowd promotion offline, which got us thinking, what if we were to build a version of our platform designed for the scale of the internet? So over 100 hours of video being uploaded to YouTube per minute. There's over 1 million links being shared every 20 minutes on Facebook. It's clear that people are trying to be heard. But as social media has matured, we're discovering that we aren't actually reaching the people that we thought we were. And even when we do, it turns out that we're reaching those within our existing silos and tribes. This stark visualization from Gilad Lotan of BetaWorks shows the echo chambers that exist online, in this case among Twitter users during the recent discussion of the violence in Israel and Gaza. It's clear that there's a major opportunity and need for people to reach beyond their own networks. And so based on all of our experience, we set out to create an organizing mechanism that could accomplish 3 things. First, surface and identify real bottom-up conversations that are trending and deserve more attention. 2, give supporters easy ways to identify the most engaging content within those conversations. And then 3, give organizations and individuals a way to fuel those conversations and drive them to places they've never been before. So with that, I'd like to introduce you to Louder, the crowd promotion platform for conversations that matter, through one of our early users, Teddy. So Teddy is a believer in the open internet and follows the conversation about net neutrality on Twitter. And last Monday, he clicked on a link from the movement organization Fight for the Future that invited him to choose which link should be amplified to over 10,000 people to help the cause. So when he arrived on the Save the Net channel on Louder, he sees the trending articles and videos around net neutrality. And he can easily upvote the things that he believes deserve more attention, and he can check out winners from the last few weeks of voting. He sees that there actually isn't a video that some of his friends made about net neutrality that's actually amazing, and he decides to go ahead and submit that video. And after submitting, he tweets about it and then goes back to his day. Now, this was on Monday. Later that week, he arrives and gets notified from Twitter, from Louder, that congratulations, your link has actually won for Save the Net for that week. He's got over 100 votes. And throughout the weekend, he gets additional notifications from strangers that are interacting with his link. And on Monday morning, when he goes back to Louder, he sees that his link has reached over 16,000 people who are followers of Netflix, Game of Thrones, ESPN, people that he could have never reached on his own. So how did this all happen? First, people vote every week for a winning link per channel. 2, sponsors pay Louder for the engagement and analytics happening around that experience. And then 3, after Louder takes our margin, we pay an ad network, in this case, Twitter, for the targeted reach. Now, we're starting with causes because they have the most passionate communities. But let me be super clear. The market for Louder is every brand, every politician, every artist that's looking to reach beyond their own tribe in an authentic way. So why would sponsors pay Louder when they could just buy ads directly? Well, it turns out that brands can no longer just pay for attention. They have to earn it just like the rest of us. And so The dollars that have historically been going to old school interruptive advertising are now being funneled towards new, growing, multi-billion-dollar markets that are all focused on real engagement and purpose, which is exactly the sweet spot that Louder operates in. Not only that, we're leveraging some of the exact same user behaviors that have propelled the likes of Reddit, Upworthy, and Change.org to be such high-growth companies. So in addition to the explosion of content marketing and crowdfunding, the other key aspect to this new reality is the ability for crowds to self-organize globally around hashtags. This is fundamentally changing the power dynamic between people and advertisers. And so with Louder, instead of brands manufacturing fake, quote, branded content, we give them a way to sponsor real bottom-up conversations in a meaningful way. You know, what would be possible if all of us helped shape what was promoted in our culture? So what's our plan, and why are we the right team to get there? I'm Colin Muchler, I'm the CEO. I have over a decade of experience leading major global campaigns for both advertising and online activism. Phil and Tobias have been designing software for years at the intersection of culture and design. And we're backed by some of the top investors and advisors in this very unique space. Now, we're proud to announce the public launch of Louder with our first launch partners, 350.org and Fight for the Future. Now, we've chosen these groups not only because they deserve more reach, but also because their large, active communities represent the kind of participatory, empowered culture that Louder is helping to accelerate. We've got a robust pipeline of prospects for sponsored channels and anticipate having 20 by the end of October and 200 by the end of the year. We've already raised $300,000, including investments from Matter, the Knight Foundation, and the NIA Community Fund. And we're raising a $750,000 round to build out our team so that we can integrate with additional ad networks beyond Twitter, as well as build out our embeddable tools, which are key to our growth strategy. Starting with the Louder button, which has already been tested successfully with Upworthy, PolicyMike, and others, as well as our own custom ad unit, which will be the backbone of our own ad network in 2015. This is all setting ourselves up to the lead up of 2016, to be ubiquitous across the internet in what might be the biggest opportunity in a generation for paid promotion, the US presidential election. So if you truly want to help shape the future of media, I invite you to invest in a world in which authentic, bottom-up conversations can truly be supported and made louder in our culture. Thanks so much.